Hello guys, so today we're talking about Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker, checking for the whoa, it's the opening and the Star Wars Trilogy. New Star Wars Trilogy. Not the worst opening in the franchise, that goes to a Star Wars story, of course. As we all know. And of course, episode 2 has the worst opening in the entire franchise. Well, we lost it for inflation, or the original trilogy when it opened for like 20 million or something, it's a 50 million adjusted for inflation. Okay? But talk about modern Star Wars, okay? Not the prequels, not the original trilogy when people watch movies differently. And also the first movie in the original trilogy was in a limited release anyway. So can't really say it was a bad opening. So Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker was the worst opening, projected worst opening in the entire series. According to Box Office Pro, the third film in the third trilogy, the sequel trilogy, is projected to open between 185 million and 225. It's put to below The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. However, the long range ticket forecast says it dates change often when release dates get closer. Furthermore, the higher end of the Rise of Skywalker is total 25 million, which in fact is above The Last Jedi. For example, Joker was originally projected to open like 20 to 40 million dollars, then 50 million, and now 90, and an open of 90 million dollars. Before it came out, it opened of 90 million. And of course, you can say, oh, so it still does not mean that Rise of Skywalker will fail. Film has always sold more tickets than any Star Wars movie on Fantago, and set the general record on Adam tickets, which is something that no one ever used, I never heard of before. And we all know Disney's the one who's buying these tickets. Okay, Disney is, it's obviously, Disney buying them. But still, despite the Disney records, despite Disney trying to make this movie as see, oh, we know the false hype this movie has, okay, that Disney is trying to create, this movie is still projected to be the worst in the trilogy, okay? You can see the impact that The Last Jedi and Solo had on people, okay? The Last Jedi was they were also projecting, okay? You know what other movie they were projecting to gross a lot of money? Solo, a Star Wars story, okay? Solo, a Star Wars story was projected to open of 175 million because it supposedly broke records, okay? It supposedly broke records, okay? The movie only opened with $90 million, and the rest is history. It goes less than $400 million. And of course, they can say, yeah, Star Wars isn't dead. People still like Star Wars. They can use the whole ticket sales. Hey, people still watch Star Wars. It's proof. They can do it, and you know what? They're gonna try to do the same thing if Captain Marvel 2 breaks. Like say, people don't hate Captain Marvel. She's a fan favorite. It's all true. Okay. But Rise of Skywalker, I think the actual openings could be more closer to Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and end around $400 million domestically, and barely below $1 billion. Okay, barely below below $1 billion, $900 million. Okay, I could be all wrong. Okay, it could have a record opening of $355 million and be the first movie domestically to break $1 billion. You never know. But Rise of Skywalker is now tracking for the worst opening because the last movie was so terrible. Okay, and then the whole ticket records thing. So Star Wars Story also broke these ticket records, and it still flopped. It still bombed. Okay, these ticket sale records mean nothing. Okay, so Star Wars Story flopped despite breaking ticket records. You know, what's record it broke? It broke the record of the worst grossing Star Wars movie. That was the record it broke at now $392 million. Okay, oh, but Clone Wars goes, 60 million, $20 million. No, that doesn't count. Okay, I'm talking about main series Star Wars movies, not spin-offs or movies based off like animated movies that meant to like cap off an animated show. So Rise of Skywalker is projected to have the worst opening in the entire franchise, and it's just proof that Star Wars is dying. Okay, slowly but surely dying. $180 million could be the actual opening, and I think it's not gonna have that great legs. And Star Wars has competition again with Jumanji, which we all know the projections for that movie. I actually gonna look up the projections for Jumanji. It all deal of cats. I can see the next one, Jumanji's opening. I can see what box office is actually tracking for this movie. Sky Wars Rise of Skywalker. The first one goes $1,692 million. Okay. Long range cast for yeah, it makes sense. $70 million in 3-day opening. Um, and to really I think $260 million is way too low. Considering that Welcome to the Jungle goes 464.44 million. I think the next level is going to be a real threat to Star Wars. Okay, I don't think Cats and Spies in Disguise will, but Star Wars has two threats it has to deal with. Frozen 2, which is a Christmas movie made by Disney, so Disney's competing with themselves, and Jumanji the Next Level. But considering that Disney's monopoly exists, this is completely possible because Jumanji has to compete with Disney's monopoly, okay, and Disney's monopoly will be pretty hard to topple, okay. It's also coming out with Black Christmas and this other movie, and of course it'll have to be saying live. It'll have then it does have opposite of Rise of Skywalker next weekend. Yeah, I guess there's a poll here. Yeah, $70 to $80 million. Jumanji isn't a massive franchise by any means. Yeah, that's the most likely. No, and I think around 70 to 90 million is the most likely for Jumanji. Okay, the most likely. It does have to compete with Star Wars, but Star Wars is projected to have the lowest opening in the franchise. So, and this time through, fans will be walking into the next level with high expectations, and some Star Wars fans will be walking into Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, still grumbling about The Last Jedi. Then right there, probably someone have that in mind when seeing its sequel. Okay, Joker has also now, you know, and Joker was tracking the goals, $50 million. Okay, remember the only projections for Joker? $50 million, and then they said 90 million, 80 million, $60 million, $70 million, and then they put $90 million possible opening at the high end, and then they opened the highest ends. Okay, and look at what Joker is now. Okay, what happens when you give people movies they want to see? Okay, Joker's domestic tally is $849 million. So and also Wikipedia. Thor Dark Fate also came out in international markets, and no one cared. Okay, Wikipedia highest grossing R-rated movies. Even Wikipedia has a list of highest grossing R-rated movies. Yeah. Um. No, it's not. Not. It's Here you go. Joker is number one. Yeah. And there's It Chapter 2 and John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. But Joker is now the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. But the media can say, Disney is gonna say, oh, no one watches R-rated movies because they only watch kids movies. Okay, people only watch kids movies, and Joker is like saying, no, people watch R-rated movies. Okay, what other movie? Joker. Oh yeah, we'll look at Tony Dark Fate. Let's see the gross of Dark Fate. $12 million for Dark Fate. It came out. Does it tell you what countries it come out? It's not coming out in China. Dark Fate's gonna be a disaster. Only $12 million. It opened in the UK, France, and Germany already. Okay, which isn't doing too well in those countries. So we can see Dark Fate does not gonna do too well at the box office. Okay, I'll go over that as well. And that's basically it. Goodbye.